So this is coming into Embreeville, Tennessee. This is the staging area on the left-hand side before you get down to the area that was devastated by Hurricane Helene. And what's crazy as you watch this is if you look to the right-hand side, you'll see minimal damage, at least viewable from the street. On the left-hand side, behind these buildings down towards the river or creek, I guess it's a river there, in the Nolichucky, you can't see right here where these buildings are, but behind it is just all the farmland, homes, barns, cars, you name it, that were decimated by this storm. They're dug into the dirt, buried. God only knows how much livestock and how many bodies are out there. From the locals, they're saying there's been a whole bunch that were washed down from other parts of the state and possibly North Carolina. You can see on the left-hand side, all their farmland just gone. This is not a wealthy area. These are farmers that come out here and bust their ass day in and day out to make ends meet. They're not getting the help and the support from the Red Cross, FEMA, or any other agencies, at least from what the locals were saying and what we saw driving through to get them back up and running. Some of the crops here look like they're okay, but I can tell you, you go 100 yards in either direction or down towards the Nolichucky River, which is right behind those crops, and they're decimated. And where their crops used to be, it's either now sand or a brand new part of the river. And two things you'll notice here are the vehicles that are coming in. These are locals, or I guess neighboring areas that are bringing in equipment to come in and help. This is not the National Guard. This is not the Red Cross. This is not the United Way. It sure as hell isn't FEMA. The second thing you'll notice is the amount of beauty in this area. It is absolutely stunning. And if you pan around the 360 using your mouse, you'll be able to stop the video and look around. It's the first time I've ever been here, and it will not be the last. It is gorgeous up here, and the people are amazing. Even through this disaster, the locals that we met that lost everything were still very high in spirits and super nice to folks that were coming in to bring in supplies and whatnot. Now, if you've seen the previous video with David Charles White, you'll notice up here on the left-hand side and the right-hand side is where I was at. The right-hand side is where his mother's house is. It's one of the white homes on the right. And to the left is where his barns and all of his farming area was. So you can see from street level how much the water came up and how much was damaged. And here's the KOA campground, which are in a lot of infamous photos circulating around on the internet. For anybody that actually came down to Embreeville, like I said, it's not a huge tourist attraction, and I guess that's a great thing, but it's also not getting any type of publicity either. So you'll see another staging post up here, and this will be where more locals are getting together, I guess, to go out and do recovery or assist the older folks in the community. After this video, check out part 3, and you'll see that just a couple of miles from here, we'll have video where houses floated onto the street. It's absolutely awful.